Hello everyone, welcome to digital learning classes of SKU. I'm from Department of English and my name is Nivedita, and today I'll be teaching you the topic of grammar, which is articles. Now, this is a very common topic in grammar, and first we want to know what the articles are. So let's begin here. What are the articles? These are the words which comes before the noun to describe what kind of a noun is it, whether it's a particular unique noun or it is a definite, indefinite or a common noun. Now when it is particular or unique, it falls under the definite article, which is the, and when it is a common noun, it falls under the indefinite article, which is a or n. We'll learn more about that in our forthcoming slides. So let's go ahead. Okay, one more thing. Here, the definite articles are also one of the type of determiners. Now, what the determiners are, they are something, the words which shows the position of anything. Now, position and possession are two different things. Here we are more focused on the possession or positions. Mean to say position is whether the thing is close or whether the thing is far. We are not going to go too deep into it because that will be another topic in another video. But here, let's go ahead and concentrate on what the articles are and what are the specifications to use it. Here. Alright, to begin with the type of articles, as I already told you, the articles are mainly of two types. One is indefinite article. These are mostly the common nouns which are not unique, and another one which are not certain. And then there are definite article. This is only one. This definite article is for a specific person or a specific thing or a unique thing which is one of its own kind. So the is one definite article, and the main thing for the is what you need to remember. It is always, this the is always, it can be singular or plural. Whereas a and n, these articles are always singular. So this is the very important fact which you need to keep in mind. Why? Because whenever you are using the, it has to be specific person. Even if you are denoting towards two specific things, for example, the Eiffel Tower or the Taj Mahal, then two plural nouns are there. So for plural nouns, the or the is used depending on how the noun begins, what's the sound. Now here again we are talking about the sound, we are not talking about the letters. Okay, so now we are basically going to concentrate on the indefinite articles. As I already told you, indefinite articles are the common articles which are used in front of the common nouns, most of the common nouns. Now let's begin with a. Now you already know these are always used in front of the singular nouns, never in front of the plural nouns or any word. Now, a is used before the singular, you know that, beginning with the consonant or the vowel with consonant sound. Now here, this is very important for you to understand. When I say consonant sound or vowel sound, we are concentrating on the sound which is produced at the beginning of the word. We are not concentrating on the letter. Okay? Here, if you see, let me tell you what the vowels are. As it shows here, 5 vowels. In the English alphabet, series of English alphabet, there are 5 vowels. Apart from these 5 vowels, which are A, E, I, O, U, all the alphabets fall under the consonant. Here, if you see the examples, a boy, b sound, a girl, g sound, a pen, p sound, a book, at the beginning, b sound, a dog, at the beginning, d sound. Now, there are exceptions as well. If you see here, coming on to A, N, it is used before the word beginning with the vowel sound. Again, I will emphasize and again say highlight on the sound, don't highlight on the letter, beginning letter. The beginning sound is something we are concentrating on when learning the articles, okay? Here if you see, you can see here, a vowel letter in the English alphabets are 5. Now, whatever an umbrella, it is umbrella. An elephant, E sound, A. Then an apple, A sound, beginning, right? Now here there are some exceptions also. And for an exception, look at the example here, students. If you see, we'll talk about the exceptions later on, but let's see the example first. For example, if you say N, H-O-N-E, honest man. Now you see, here it is consonant. The alphabet beginning is consonant, but the sound which is being produced at the beginning is not a consonant sound. It's an honest, which is, if you see, the sound of O. So this is the difference. We are concentrating on the sound, we are not concentrating on the letter, beginning letter. So you see it is either, if you see here, this is the consonant, but this is incorrect. Why? Because the sound H is silent here, okay? And we are beginning with O. So this is the difference where you use A and N. However, be very particular about it and focus what I am saying, students, here. There are exceptions. Now, few exceptions here are, you will never say N uniform. Why? See, uniform, your sound is there, right? Your sound is there. It is not a U sound. If you see, it is a your sound, right? It is not a U sound, correct? So, a uniform, a Europe, your sound, okay? Even though it's beginning with the vowel letter, your sound is that, a Europe. See here, can you see, a European country? Then if you see, say useful, this is the major exception, and most of the people make mistake in this. Remember this very clearly here, a useful item or an unuseful item. Your sound is there, a useful item or a useless item, okay, here. So these are the differences, and these need to be, you know, on the top of your head. So English, although the grammar rules are there, but there is a common sense rule which is very much important to be implemented. Coming on to the next slide, let's see what's that. Now here, as I have right from the beginning, I've been emphasizing on the sounds. See here, sounds. I'm sorry, give me a moment. So we are emphasizing here on sounds. Okay, so note that an is used on the basis of vowel sound, not on the basis of alphabet or a letter, okay? And not only on the basis of starting vowel letter, not a letter but the starting sound. For example, an hour. See here, H is silent. So we are starting the sound with O, and that's why it says an hour. So even though the consonant, the beginning consonant is H, but since it is silent, the beginning sound is O, okay? Now, an honest man, a young man, see here, right? A young man, a house. Now here if you see, house, H letter, right? So, an hour, a house. Why is it so? Despite both of them are beginning with H, because it is not about the letters, it is about the beginning sound. Here the beginning sound is H and here the beginning sound is O. So if the beginning sound is a vowel sound, then you are going to use vowel sound, then you are going to use N, and if the beginning sound is a consonant sound, then you are going to use H. Similarly, the sound works with the definite articles also. Give me a moment. So here, now in the above examples, N is used on the basis of the sound, the word hour, an hour, air, air. It's not pronounced as hair, it's pronounced as air. Here H is silent. Give me a moment. Here, as I said, H is silent. See here. So this is silent. And here, this is the beginning sound. So an air and an honest both begins with a vowel sound, right? As a consonant, H is silent. See here, H is silent, H is silent, H is silent. All of them are beginning with a vowel sound. Here, O sound, here, E sound, okay? House, although it is beginning with H, but the sound is H, ha sound, not the vowel sound. And H is what? A consonant, it's not a vowel. And useful begins with a consonant sound. These two, H begins with a consonant sound H and it begins with the consonant sound A. Here it is A, correct this, this is A, letter A, okay. A is used before them, obviously. So this is another rule which we follow. Coming on to, there are some specifications which I have given, the exceptions and the examples. There are certain nouns where there is an omission of article, mean to say there are rules where articles are not used. Basically 4 rules in front of here. So I'm giving you the examples and where the articles are used or not used. This is a table which is showing that. ANN is used before a singular. This is the basic rule, as I told you. This is the basic rule, singular. No matter what, it will never be used. A and N will never be used in front of singular. In front of a singular noun. Never used in front of a singular noun. Remember, this is the one most important rule. An artist, a doctor. If it is artists, plural, what will you do then? You will not use any article in front of it, right? You always have to use an artist. An artists, if it is this, then this an will be not used. Be very particular about it. Similarly is the case here as well. Here vowel sound N, here consonant sound A. Here again vowel sound N. So now you know what the difference here is. Coming on to A and N is used before singular noun, it is not used before the plural noun as already explained. Okay. Proper nouns, Narendra Modi. You will never use a Narendra Modi. This is an omission of article. So article is not used in front of a proper noun. Example, Narendra Modi, Sachin Tendulkar. You will not say a Narendra Modi. This will be wrong. Article is not used in front of a proper noun. Article is not used in front of the name of a vehicle. A car, a bus, no. The car, bus, that is an omission of article. Then here, unless and until they are plural, okay. Now coming here, But when it is unknown, the speaker, A and N, is used here. Look here. This book is written by Arvind Argal. Give me a moment. This book is written by Arvind Argal. We are not saying A Arvind Argal or N Arvind Argal or the Arvind Argal. We are not saying, this will be wrong. So this is a proper noun, okay? Then here, he is an unknown person for the speaker, right? So if the person is unknown, not very known, then you can use the articles. Again, the common sense rule applies over here. The way you have to go through the ten and tenor and the rhythm of a sentence, that also works in grammar. Coming on to A and N is used after words, what and such in exclamatory sentences. Now, what are the exclamatory sentences? When there are no words, but your tone is expressing something. If you are happy, you are expressing something. What a beautiful day, right? That is an exclamation. Although it begins with a question word. See what the question words are, WH words. What, why, which, when, how. Okay, these are the question words. But the intention behind asking is not questioning, it is expressing, it is exclamation. So here if you see, give me a moment here, okay, here if you see, what a scene, here it is not a question. See, what a scene is not a question, it is an expression, right? What a lovely boy, it is again not a question, it is an exclamation. So we are using article A or N in front of when we are exclaiming something, when we are expressing something, which are exclamatory sentence. Clear? Now, before profession, what are the profession? A professor, an engineer. Profession. This is a profession. You know, when any noun is expressing your profession, a person's profession, then it is not a manager. Ram is an MP. Now see here, is an MP. Why? Although it's consonant, it's not a vowel. So it is an MP. So Ram is an MP. So M is a vowel sound. So these are, this is the complete table for you to understand in a better manner. So where we were already looking for the omission of articles, where the articles can be omitted in front of the noun and where they should not be omitted. We have already looked upon some examples here. There are a few more which we are going to go through here. So when we are talking about an article, as we all know that the articles, it is a sound which we are focusing on. It is not a letter where we are focusing on. Now, A and N is used when someone is introduced by the feature of personality of important or famous people. The best example is, it is a comparison. So, if you say the infrastructure in our town is like a Taj Mahal, or he is the beam of our community. So, we are comparing here. The person is not the original person, but there is a comparison. Where we have to use the article. Coming on to the next example, an article is used before a verb. Now, verb which is used as a noun. Here if you see, we go for a walk daily. So here the verb is walk, but at the same time it is also used as a noun, daily, and that is where you have to use an article. Here there is no omission of article. Now, daily is the sound of a consonant, so obviously, and W is also a sound of a consonant, so obviously the article A will be used here. Now, N is used after words, many, rather, quite, such, if it comes before a singular noun. So, singular noun, if you see, quite an easy, quite an easy question, one question. It's not talking about the plural questions. That's one question which is singular. So here N is used. N easy. Why N easy? Because the sound here is a vowel sound and the letter also is a vowel letter. Coming on to the next one, if adjective comes before, adjective, what is an adjective? You all know what is an adjective, which shows the quality of a noun. The girl, see in this example, girl is a noun. She is a beautiful girl. So this is an adjective. So if adjective is coming before the noun, article will be used depending on the sound, beginning sound, whether the beginning sound is a vowel or the beginning sound is a consonant. Here, beautiful, b, beginning sound is a consonant. So a article will be used. Here, look here. He is an intelligent boy. The beginning sound, intelligent, is an adjective. Boy is a noun. Okay. So the sound and the letter both are vowels, so an intelligent will be the correct one. Similarly here, coming on to she is an honest. Honest again is an adjective, but it is having the consonant H, which is a consonant sound. However, H is silent here and the beginning sound is O. So we are not saying honest, we are saying honest, and hence the article N is used. Coming on to the next one, before a singular noun. Now singular noun, orange, an orange, which refers to a class of things. So anything which is referring to the class of thing here. In a sentence, object, an orange, subject, vitamins, object, that's a class. If an orange is referring to a particular class, then this article will be used. Okay? A or N depending on the beginning sound of the noun or a subject. And is also used for the certain expressions of the quantity and number. Now quantity, generally if you say lot of things, a lot of things, why? Because consonant sound. A few, F, again a consonant sound. A couple of days, again a consonant sound. 100 rupee note, $1 million question. So all these are the consonant sound, hence a article is used. Okay. Coming on to the next slide. Now coming on to article the. Now this article is used for singular as well as for plural. Give me a moment. So singular plus plural. It doesn't matter. The only thing you have to focus here is whether the article is unique in itself, is very particular, or you are talking about a particular thing. In the crowd of a boy, you are talking about one boy, right? So there is when you have to use the article the. Now the is again, when it comes to the singular, when it comes to the noun, when it comes to the sound of the consonant or of the vowel, it depends. When it's any noun or the word begins with consonant sound, it will be the, and when it begins with a vowel sound, it will be the. So keep this in mind, this is very important. So let's see the definition quickly. The is known as the definite article, as it is used for the particular unique thing, particular thing or a unique thing or a person. The article is same for all the genders, the singular or the plural. So there is no gender difference. Okay. Coming on to the next slide. Okay. So where is this article, where the article can be used? See, I told you, like the sun. See here, give me a moment. It is the sun. Sun is unique. You will not find any other sun in the universe. The sun, the sky, the earth. Now see here the difference. The vowel sound, hence it is the, it is not the. Right? It is not used before hell, heaven, God and parliament. Now these are some exceptions. Be very careful. The way we have seen the exception in useless thing, a useless thing, you will not say an useless thing, despite useless word being starting with the vowel sound. There are exceptions, keep those in mind, okay? The name of the rivers, oceans, seas, hills, lakes, dam, train, ship, deserts, all these things, the is used because everything is one in its own kind. Here examples are there. Here you will see the Arabian. The sound will be the, right? This is the sound. The Ganges or the Ganga, the sound is of consonant sound, so it will just be the, which is the, okay? This will be depending on the beginning letters or beginning sound, not the letters, again the beginning sound, okay? The name of the newspaper, magazine, religious books, the Gita, the Indian Express, the India Today. I hope you are getting the difference. The name of the historical building, obviously, now the Eiffel Tower. You will not say the Eiffel Tower, the Taj Mahal, E-F-F-E-L. It's starting with the letter as well as the consonant sound is of a vowel. The Golden Temple, the sound of a consonant, so it is not a vowel, hence the Golden Temple, and the zoo. These are a few examples here. Let's go through some more. Now, the singular noun which represents the whole of its class. Whole of its class means, give me a moment. Whole of its class, we all know that dog is a faithful. The class is faithful animal. It's an adjective and it is also referring to the whole of the class. The entire species of dog, the dogs which we tame, are the faithful animals. So this will be the consonant, right? This will be the article. Now the proper noun, you know what the proper noun is? Narendra Modi, Sachin Tendulkar, Barack Obama. These are the proper nouns. So be very particular. Rustam of Japan, right? Rustam of Japan. Then the name of the organization or workshop or factory. Now these are the things where you see the Congress, the State Bank of India, right? You have to use when it is one its own kind, or it's a party or a bank or the building or an organization, the article the is used. Okay? Historical events, the Battle of Waterloo, it is a historical event. The Battle of Panipat, it is a historical event. Then big posts, if you see, the president, the prime minister, the director, etc. Where else it is used? Evening, morning, afternoon, if words last, next or every is not coming before. Every evening, supposedly this is in the evening, if the word every is given, I go for a walk every evening. So before that, if the word every is there, see here the words next or every, these words are there, you will not be using any article in front of the timings. Timings mean to say the timing of the day. Similarly, same thing happens with the months and the weekdays as well. Coming on to the superlative degrees. Superlative degrees you have to use whenever there is a superlative degree, you have to use this article depending on the sound, whether the sound is a consonant sound or the sound is a vowel sound. Here you see the greatest. Give me a moment here. The greatest, the most, the fastest. So you are using this article the. Coming on to the comparative degree, you know what the comparative degrees are? Wiser, good, better, best. The most common example, she is wiser of the two. Why we are using the to here? We are using the to because we are comparing one she with two people. So we are talking about she in particular amongst two people, and hence this is a comparison here. Okay, she is wiser than Suman. Now two people, again another person is being compared, so we are talking about she, and hence we are using, give me a moment, we are talking about she in particular. Similarly, we are talking about she. This is also the demonstrative. This is called a demonstrative and a part or category of a determiner as well. So be very careful. We are going to take this topic, determiners, in our forthcoming videos. I will explain you everything in very detail. Now, the common noun which has already been mentioned or which is already known. What's the common noun? There was a fox was hungry. I know the man who came here last night. So, there was a fox. Give me a moment. There was a fox. So, these are the common noun. We are not, there is no mention of a fox in particular here. So, the articles will also be according to that. Where are we? Proper noun, you see, Gautam's, the Greens, the Maggies, these are the proper noun. You are expressing something appropriately, properly here. The adjectives, you know, adjective, rich man, brave. The adjective shows the quality. So these are the rich is a quality, brave, being brave is a quality, being poor is a quality. Here we always use the article the. Again, dates, today is the 3rd of December. Most of the time this is the very common mistake which we make in general, and this is when we omit this article generally, which we are not supposed to. Today is 3rd of December. This is not right. You have to say today is the 3rd of December. Okay? When the words all and both are there and before words whole and same, these are specific words. Okay? Both the girls, the whole class, the same shirt. So these are where remember these words in particular where the article the is used. The things which is specific or particular, like that house. This is a demonstrative here. This is a demonstrative here. Here that is a demonstrative, and we are talking about not just the house, we are talking about that house. So particular, we are talking here about a particular house, a girl standing in the first row. We are talking about a particular girl who is standing in the first row, right? So it is specifically particular, hence we are going to use this article the. Coming on to the community caste, always language, community, caste, anything. English, the Hindus, the French. Clear? So normally the is not used before the name of any country. Exceptions are these. These are the exceptions. You will not say like, but such countries which are united, all the countries united, United Nations, United States of America, United Arab Emirates, UK, you are going to use the President of the United States of America. That's very important. The United States, the USA, the UAE. So this is where you have to use this particular article. We're also going to see omission of articles. Now what omission of articles is? Articles are omitted. You are not supposed to use the articles. It's not about omission to take out, no. The articles are never used before the names of a game, language, vehicle and proper noun. What the proper nouns are? Person, country, town, university, weeks and days. All these are the proper nouns. You are not going to use the articles in front of the proper nouns. The is not used before the school, college, church. You will never say the school, right? The name of the school. It is school, college, or church refers to the name. Give me a moment here. It refers to the name in specific. Supposedly, for this university, we say Shri Krishna University. If you are saying Shri Krishna University, you are not adding this article here, you know, because you are not adding it, or if there is a specific name of a church, you are not adding the article the in front of that specific name. Here, the church is right, but the Methodist church is not very appropriate. You can just simply write Methodist Church. Clear? So this is one rule. Next, many buildings and institution names are made of two words. When the names are made of two words, which one word is of a person or a place, then it is not used before them, right? Similarly, the best example is our university, because it is named after the Lord, a person, a human being. So we are not going to use this article in front of the university. Article is not used before the noun, which comes after the word appoint, made, nominate, elect, and declare. It is not used with the name of a company, you know, Accenture, or the TCS. We are not using that. We are directly using Cognizant, TCS, Accenture. We are not using any article the here. Okay. Article is not. It is also not used before the diseases, language, and color. Language, caste, religion. We have already seen in the previous slide. Here, diseases. Before disease also, it is not used. Color, the red color. You are not going to use that. Okay, just it is red color. It is the red color. It is a red color. No, it is. In general English, you can influence. You might speak that, but grammatically, it is not correct. It is also not used before the word lunch, dinner, breakfast. I'm going to have a lunch is not a right thing. I'm going to have a dinner, the dinner, or a breakfast. You just have to write, I'm going to have a breakfast. I'm going to have breakfast. That is the correct thing. So here we come to the end of our topic articles. I hope you like this. Subscribe our channel. Till then, all of you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.